What is going on, guys? We just wrapped up UFC 319, headlined by Dricus versus Khamzat for the main event. We're going to get right into this instant reaction. It is 1:30 a.m. my time. I am utterly exhausted, and I almost fell asleep 3 times during the main event. What an absolute fucking snooze fest that was. Khamzat decided to wet blanket Dricus and land 2 significant strikes the entire fight. I don't care what the stats say. That was one of the most boring main events I've ever seen in my life. Now, with that being said, Khamzat was dominant. We have to give him his credit no matter how fucking boring this fight was. 529 strikes to 45. Like I said, 2 or 3 of those were actually significant the entire fight. Dricus just had no answer for him, man. No answer at all. I mean, Dricus got absolutely ragdolled, and he got rode in crucifix round after round after round. Took no damage, so hopefully we can see Dricus back there in the next 2-3 months. Get right back in there, shake this loss off, get back in the win column, call your shots, stir up some trouble, and hopefully get that title shot back, because that was just embarrassing, man. To have Khamzat in crucifix position on top of you for 5 rounds straight and you couldn't do anything about it is utterly humiliating as a human being. Not as humiliating as choosing that type of game plan as Khamzat. Expert game planning, I get it, I understand. It just sucks to see as a fan. Nobody likes to watch that stupid shit. Not even the fucking Dagestanis like to watch that. Domination, but the most boring snooze fest type of domination you can watch. I mean, the guy landed 3 significant strikes, and 2 of those were like grindy little elbows from top position in crucifix. I mean, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? As much as I want to shit on Khamzat for how boring that fucking fight was and how boring of a type of decision he wanted to go to, his game plan was smart, and Dricus had no fucking answer for it. The first round was funny. He got up smiling. Second round, same thing. Then the third round, the smile decided, or he decided to, the smile decided to start to fade. There we go. The smile started to fade. Sad to see, man. Dricus was an entertaining champ. He held his own against multiple opponents. Looked very good against all of them. Heavy hands, decent grappler. But he just had no answer for Khamzat on top position. None at all. Dricus didn't look tired in the 5th round. He was coming on strong. But man, just utter domination by Khamzat. Just complete domination, man. Who knew Dricus had no fucking... His takedown defense looked awful. Not only that, but his defense while he was taken down was even fucking worse. I mean, did you even practice being in crucifix position? Probably not. Probably not at all. I mean, he did great on submission defense, but man, not being able to get out of that crucifix position, just embarrassing, man. That was complete domination by Khamzat. I mean, again, as boring as it was, the good thing about this is hopefully both guys can be active. Khamzat can come back hopefully in October in Abu Dhabi. Dricus can hopefully be back ASAP as well. Both guys didn't take much damage. Hopefully we get an active middleweight division, because, man, there's some real contenders in this division. And with Khamzat at the helm, I don't know who has a chance against him other than maybe Hernandez or De Ridder. And De Ridder is terrible on the feet, man. So, I just don't know. Sad to see, but that's what happens, man. These guys come into a sport and just fucking dominate by wet blanketing. Now let's get into more exciting matters. Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. Pico looked really good. He looked really good. He did not look nervous once he actually started fighting. I was getting nervous seeing him on all the press conferences and all that shit. Talking about, oh man, just being nervous as shit. I mean, he looked like he was not ready for the UFC lights, and he surprised me, man. He looked really good coming into this fight. Really good. Throwing heavy hands. He hurt Murphy at least once on the feet. But just rushing in like that, man, this was probably one of the roughest knockouts I've seen live. Obviously not in person, but on TV. I mean, this was crazy. That spinning elbow, the way he set it up as well, he knew Pico was going to come in low, ready to throw those hooks, his chin right up in the air. Murphy just took a little sidestep right against the cage and threw that spinning elbow, and it was perfect. Boom, right on the temple. I mean, knocked Aaron Pico out cold. I mean, he was out cold. Done. Beautiful performance. This is exactly what Murphy needed to get the title shot. Fuck Evloev. Fuck that guy. He does not deserve it. Pico does. Over Evloev, man. Rate that matchup. Pico versus Evloev. End of the year. Maybe even February, March next year. Give Pico some rest. Make that matchup. Fuck Evloev. He deserves nothing. Murphy gets the title shot over everybody else in the division. This is exactly what he needed, man, to become a known guy. You get knockouts like this, which I think he has a really good chance against Volk, man. With Volk coming off two back-to-back knockouts, and he got hurt against Diego Lopez, I think Murphy has a really good chance to do the same thing and outpoint Volk. Yeah, that was a good fight, man. Pico looked good. I'm excited to see him come back. Hopefully he can keep his confidence because he looked really good up until that point. Yeah, man. On to the next. Oof. Carlos Prates versus Geoff Neal. It started off close for the first minute. Both guys were landing shots. Geoff Neal was landing on Prates. Prates was landing on Geoff Neal. The big impacts up first for the first couple minutes was those leg kicks and the spinning kicks by Prates. He was being flashy. He was throwing a lot of different angles. Kicks on both sides. Spinning kick after the leg kick. Head kick. Jab, jab, move. Head kick, low kick. I mean, I think he was just overwhelming Geoff Neal with too much at once. And at the very last 10 seconds, Prates goes in with one of those up elbows, slips out of range, brings Geoff Neal in, and has him literally step into a spinning elbow. I mean, absolutely insane. He ended up slicing open Geoff Neal across the fucking side of the head after he colded him. I haven't heard anything about Geoff Neal waking back up and being okay. Obviously, he got out of there. They took him to the hospital, but there wasn't any updates during the broadcast, so hopefully he's okay. Geoff Neal looks sharp. Prates is just sharper, man. Prates is the real deal. I like his call out too. I say book it. Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates in Rio in October. Book it. Co-main event with Charles Oliveira. This is the push the guy needs. And I think he beats Leon in convincingly fashion. I think he does that as well. Yeah, man. He looked good. MVP versus Jared Cannonier. You know what? I had a feeling MVP was going to win. I thought it was going to be a bit more boring than it was. I think he had a little bit more highlight reels on this one than he usually does. Very boring striking per round, like the amount of volume he actually ends up throwing. It's a lot of dodging, moving, getting out of range. what do you have? 2-3 strikes around. 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. He knocked down Cannonier. He caught him off balance twice. He definitely doesn't have enough power to be in the 185 division. He definitely doesn't have any kind of grappling to be in the 185 division. I think Jared, if he was able to take him down and actually attack the single leg earlier, he could have dominated in this fight and probably got a finish in the later rounds. But he just kept going to that stupid double leg, and it wasn't fucking working. He was way too slow for MVP. I don't know what he was thinking on the feet. He should have closed the distance. He had MVP pinned up against the cage multiple times, and MVP would do that stupid and then just snake his way out of range and circle the fence, circle, circle, circle. And I think if Jared Cannonier shot more single legs or just grabbed onto him in a different angle that wasn't straight up into the clinch double leg, which doesn't work anymore, man. Unless you're quick enough to shoot in there and grab the hips like Chimaev, the double leg takedowns just don't work anymore. MVP definitely had more moments than he usually does, but I think 170 is his division. He's just not strong enough to compete with these guys at 185, man. He's going to get held down. If anybody else, his next opponent just sees that type of grappling fest that Jared Cannonier had in the third round against them, it'd be an easy game plan against Page. You just have to be able to take him down, push him against the fence, and take him down. Yeah, man. MVP's good. He's fucking good. That's the problem. And I think the UFC is keeping him away from these 170ers on purpose because he would ruin their hype as prospects. He's difficult to fucking deal with. And 170 has a lot of strikers right now other than fucking Bilal and Usman. So I don't want to see him go up against those top level guys, but I don't know who you match him up with, you know? He looked good. Hopefully he can keep having fun fights at middleweight. I think he's good enough to do it. I just don't want to see him get matched up with some grappler at middleweight because he will get dominated. You know, he's an entertaining fighter if he has the right dance partner. I don't know what they got next for him at 170. We'll see. Kai Asakura, the biggest fraud to ever come out of Ryzen. He puts disgrace on Yuri's name. Fucking Tim Elliott, man. This is literally the guy we have memes about who randomly pops out and shows out every 1 to 2 years. Does his job, stays ranked in flyweight because it's one of the most shallow fucking divisions after heavyweight. Does his thing and gets out. And he's fucking ghosted for 2 years. I don't know if he's going to be active. He looked good in there. His stupid, funky, weird style where he's jumping up and down, and Kai Asakura looked decent, but man, no ground game. If Tim Elliott's submitting you, bro, the rest of the fucking roster is looking at that and just thinking, take him down immediately, rush him and take him down, because the flashy shit doesn't fucking work. I'm assuming Asakura will be ranked at 15 or unranked coming Monday or Tuesday. Because, man, that was rough. That was just a rough outing for him. Tim Elliott looked okay. He looked shit in the first round until he got the takedown. He looked shit in the second round until he got the takedown. But he got the submission. Asakura has proven to know nothing on the ground twice now. So this was a long time in between fights, too. And to be able to be dominated like that again on the ground, it's just sad to see, man. I had a lot of hype for Asakura coming in here. I thought he could really disrupt the flyweight division, but man, going down 0-2 in the UFC, both submissions is just a rough look. Cut him, put him in karate combat or something. No, I'm just playing. Don't actually do that because we need them in the flyweight division. But whatever, man. Basengar Susarkaev versus Eric Nolan. It was pretty evident in the first round. I noticed a size difference, and Eric Nolan is a 170er. So I noticed that, and I was thinking to myself, man, how is this guy going to handle somebody who is a big 185er that competes with Khamzat? And he did well. I mean, he hurt Susarkaev at the end of the first round. Bad. He had him wobbly going back to the stool. And as a 170er, having heavy hands like that, man, being able to hurt a 185er who's very good, very talented, I'm more excited for Eric Nolan than I am for Susarkaev, to be honest with you. I think he looked really sharp in there on the feet. He did well on the ground up until the submission. I just think Susarkaev was too big for him. And that kick that he landed to the knee definitely fucked up his knee. But Eric Nolan looked good, man. He was able to hurt him on the feet, did well on the ground. He did well in the clinches. Susarkaev is... I don't think he's all that. I think this shit that he does where he just tight guard and doesn't do anything with it and stays there to be hit, it's not a good look, man. You're not DDP. You can't be doing that shit. You're not DDP. DDP has bolder fucking shoulders. He's able to take shots and give shots. Like I said, I think this fight highlighted Eric Nolan more than it did Susarkaev, to be honest with you. Susarkaev had maybe two moments, the submission and the kicks to the leg, and that was it. He looked shit on the feet. He looked even more shit on the ground up until the submission. Just my opinion. I like Eric Nolan. I'm excited to see him go in the 170 division, man. There's a lot. That division is fucking deep. The 170 division is becoming the deepest division in the UFC. And I think right after that is 185. I need to make a video on that, man. Gerald Meerschaert versus Mikhail Olejniczak. I went with GM3, man. I thought GM3 was going to be able to get it done, hold him down, and have some type of veteran performance against a guy who isn't very good on the ground. But Mikhail he has heavy hands, and he landed. He was punching out that two, and he landed, man. I thought GM3 was going to be able to squeak this one out like he does and have one of those vintage performances, that GM3 vintage performance we all know and love. But he looked really slow on the feet, probably slower than we've ever seen, and he didn't move his head at all. And Mikhail looked good, man. Definitely with him being at the Fighting Nerds made a big difference. This is his second fight now, I think, with them. And you could see the difference in the footwork and how he was closing the distance. But GM3 isn't a big test. I'd like to see him jump up a little bit in the competition, especially at middleweight with such a deep division right now. Jump in that top 15, match him up against someone good. He could probably win that fight. I can't believe I went with GM3. I fell for the fucking trap, man. Lupi Godinez, my favorite woman fighter, versus Jessica Andrade, the only man in the entire strawweight division. How does it make sense? I don't fucking know. Lupi Godinez basically schooled her for 3 rounds, landed the better shots, landed the better kicks, has a fucking chin. I mean, wow. What a woman. Looked great against Andrade. And that's pretty much it, man. It was a good scrap. Andrade doesn't know how to throw anything else but looping hooks and uppercuts, and against somebody with a little bit more skill like Lupi, it just doesn't work. So I'm glad Lupi got the jump up, and hopefully she can get the title shot here soon, because, man, they need it in that division. Alexander Hernandez gets the first round KO versus Chase Hooper. I believe I went with Hooper by second or third round submission, man. I believed in the hype, the do-rag Hooper hype. Our boy, our good old son, he's growing up. He's getting knocked out in the first round. Definitely got way too comfortable on the feet and just waded into striking range with no guard up and ate one on the chin and got put down. You know what? It's sad to see, because we were all asking for Chase Hooper to finally get the jump up in competition. Please give him the jump up. He's on a 5-fight win streak against older veterans in the lightweight division, He finally gets that jump up in competition and gets fucking flatlined in the first round, man. Should have just stayed fighting unks. It would have worked better for you. Hey, stop. Stop. Fucking hell. Dog's licking his dick next to me. As I was saying, Chase Hooper finally gets that jump up in competition, gets flatlined in the first round. He definitely still has to work on a lot of that stand-up, man. That wading into danger without any kind of guard up. He looked very slow on the feet as well and just had nothing for Alexander. Yeah, give Alexander that jump up in competition, man. Chase Hooper's a good... He's good competition, but man, is he though? You know? Because Chase Hooper doesn't really have any kind of danger on the feet. He just doesn't. Yeah. Our fucking boy, man. Our son, Chase Hooper. Rest in peace, man. Jacarclos versus Edson Barboza. I'm not going to spend much time on this one. Edson Barboza has no chin. He got hit with a couple shots and he looked like he was out on his feet. Jacarclos chose to clinch and attack a takedown. You know what about Dricus and Khamzat? I will say that as well. Dricus had the chance in the 4th and 5th round. He had the chance, and he went for a fucking guillotine. And on top position in the 5th round, he went for a fucking submission instead of ground and pound. Make it make sense, Dricus. You had the chance twice, and you fucking blew it, bro. Guillotine against a wrestler like this. Submission instead of ground and pound when there's 25, 30 seconds left on the clock. Jacarclos dominates Edson Barboza. Enough said. That was a boring fucking fight. Jacarclos, terrible fighter. Edson Barboza has no fucking chin. Dione Barbosa versus Karine Silva. I had Barbosa winning this one. I think she looked better on the feet, and I think she looked better on the ground. I don't think Silva won that one, man. I think it was a 29-28 decision for Barbosa. I do think she is that good. Hopefully she's ranked after this because she deserves it. This was a bullshit decision, man. I had Barbosa winning. She had better strikes in the 1st and 2nd round, and she had the submission attempt in the 1st round, and she dominated in the 3rd round as well. Yeah, I had Barbosa winning probably all 3 rounds, to be honest with you. Joseph Morales gets the 2nd round submission. I believe it was what was it? A triangle, I believe, versus Alibi Idris. I mean, Morales looked good, man. Coming back finally to the UFC after being cut and having his little stint. Coming back to the UFC. Looking good on the feet, landing strikes, chasing takedowns, actually doing something with the takedown. Hopefully Khamzat can actually take fucking notes because what the fuck, man. Yeah. Look good, man. Excited to see Morales in the flyweight division. We need more heavy grapplers in the flyweight division. Exciting grapplers, at least. Like, subscribe, leave your thoughts down below. We have lives on the weekends. Right after the fights, live reactions. I'll have another video coming out tomorrow about matchups for these guys, what's next, what's to come. Let me know your thoughts down below on UFC 319. Till next time.